Coronavirus couldn't stop us.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, man. Everything is dead because everything is quarantined. If I had a camera on my face right now, you would be able to for sure tell that the fucking barbershop in my area is closed.
For real. I look like I died twice.
So, in lieu of that, niggas have to just really dig into the thought process and come up with real topics instead of reacting to the dumb shit that niggas is up to these days, right? That's why we did Tiger King last time. But this time we getting back to our shit, getting on the music shit, and we gonna do a 3 years later, how did it hold up review of the album Damn by Kendrick Lamar. The 3-year anniversary of this album just passed about 2 weeks ago. It came out April 2017, right?
Yeah.
So it passed a couple weeks ago. And nothing new has come from Kendrick since. You know what I mean? We haven't heard anything.
People have been speculating that he's gonna drop something, but still nothing is dropped.
I'm not one of those people. When the shit gets there, that's when I'll hear it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
The Kanye shit burnt me out on anticipating niggas' albums. So that whole shit where he kept going back and forth when he was supposed to drop the gospel album that came out, and if you really want me to tell the truth, I'd rather listen to Kirk Franklin than that shit. Like, I'd rather listen to Kirk Franklin than whatever. What is his gospel album even called? I forgot.
What, Kanye?
Yeah.
Jesus is King?
Yeah. I would have never guessed that. That's how forgettable that fucking album was. But, let's get into it. We ain't here to talk about Kanye and his bullshit. We're here to talk about the album Damn. Now, for those of you who don't know what the album Damn is, what rock you've been sleeping under for the past 4 years, saying, it's been peace and quiet in here, and right when we started, the baby cranked up her engine.
Yeah,
but
she was asleep too.
We gonna push through this motherfucker. We just gonna do it.
She was definitely asleep like a motherfucker too. She was knocked the fuck out. She was knocked out.
So, anyway, the album Damn is the album that really launched Kendrick to the forefront of the mainstream. Of course, artistically, he always been, since he came in, he been the top nigga artistically to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you talking about as far as like
how the music sounds.
Yeah.
Like the music,
like
the
even when he was like dropping rigor mortis.
Yeah.
That's when I really first came in contact with Kendrick and was like, yeah, this nigga music, his like he about to go somewhere.
I ain't even gonna lie. I had when Rigor Mortis and Section 80 was out and the mixtapes Overly Dedicated and shit, I knew the name, but I never connected the name to the person. And I never really gave the music much of a chance until Good Kid, Mad City. I'll admit that. Mm-hmm. Like when Good Kid, Mad City came out, that's when I fully got on board. The Good Kid, Mad City was a hit album. To Pimp a Butterfly was a less of a commercial hit than Good Kid, Mad City, although I think it's kind of caught up to it in sales since then. But it was less of a commercial hit initially, but more of a critical hit. And that really ain't saying much because all his albums is critically acclaimed. Like the weakest critical album he got is Section 80.
I mean, even that was still good though.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just didn't really know him right then.
Right. So, but all of his albums, Section 80, all the way down to Damn, is critically acclaimed. Like the second coming of rap Jesus is what niggas think he is. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to the artistry, he been the best since he popped off to me. In this generation, some people will argue J. Cole. People who don't know what the fuck they're talking about will argue that it's Drake, but they just fucking stupid. But commercially, we all know that the top guy is Drake.
Yeah,
that all changed.
Money wise, but music wise,
I ain't talking about money. I'm talking about sales, album sales. The top guys.
I ain't really mean money. I mean sales, but I mean on a little side note, even if you know, well, Drake dropped some shit recently and that shit was trash. Mm-hmm. And it won't trash like when that nigga first dropped Scorpion. And the shit was trash at first, and then it was like, oh shit, this actually kind of good. This actually got some bangers up here, but nah, that new shit, I don't even remember the name of it, but I listened to the whole shit. It's a mixtape. Yeah, it's like it's like one of them mixtapes he put out everywhere though.
I didn't even know,
bro. That shit trash. It's like it's like a half of a good song up there. And I only say half of a good song because the shit is on the bottom end of the shit that fucking Chicago freestyle. Yeah. The shit with Givon, that nigga, I think that's how you say his name, but that shit tight. I don't know. That shit tight.
I listen to it one day or the other, but not right now. I don't care about
that shit was tight, but as far as all that other shit that he put out on that album, the shit with Fabio Foreign, that shit's trash.
I literally don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, I mean, because I didn't even know Drake was really dropping. I didn't know he was dropping shit, but then he just dropped, and then I was like, oh shit, we got some Drake. Mm-hmm. And I was sadly mistaken to find that shit was utter dog doo-doo shit balls. That shit was trash.
but damn, it's the album that moved Kendrick Lamar commercially to where Drake is. Mm-hmm. Like Kendrick Lamar dropped Damn, and Drake scrambled together to drop More Life to try to stay relevant at the time because Humble took over the world. That shit was memes. That shit was fucking parodied. That shit was everywhere. That shit was the number one single. I think it was Kendrick's first number one single. I mean, that shit with Taylor Swift probably went number one too.
But that Bad Blood shit?
Yeah.
Now we got bad blood.
That shit probably went number one, but that's Taylor Swift's song. But I'm talking about his number one single of him by himself. That shit moved him into the commercial shit, and then him and Drake had been throwing little shots at him. But then when Humble and Damn came out and they projected that he was gonna move like 300,000 and he moved like 600,000 or 700,000 in the first week, and the shit went. I don't even know. It might have went platinum in the first week. When it did that, then Drake wanted to be buddy and shit, and he dropped More Life and said, "Look at our music. Look at what we doing for the culture, nigga." No. Your ass was just riding coattails and trying to ride the wave like you always done. Now he trying to create a dance.
What, the Tootsie Slide?
Yeah.
I can honestly say that was probably one of the biggest promotional things he could have did to like make that album shoot up. Because being that we are in like the TikTok realm. You feel me?
But that ain't how like you fucking do it, though, bruh. His other shit, Nice for What? Not Nice for What. The other shit, Kiki.
Kiki, Do You Love Me? Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Challenge? That shit happened organically, and it became a massive hit.
He took advantage of that shit. He taking advantage of niggas. The Megan Thee Stallion wave now, like,
but I haven't
the TikTok shit.
I haven't. Honestly, I don't be on TikTok like that. But the TikTok memes that get big enough for me to see, none of them have that in it.
You gotta be on TikTok, bro. That shit done got over 1 billion uses with that. But that's Tootsie Slide.
That's the thing. You just said you gotta be on TikTok.
Every every teenage girl, teenage boy, college student, bro, TikTok was at my school. Fucking giving people like brand ambassador shit. It's a girl that goes to my school currently that is a brand ambassador for TikTok. That TikTok shit is the wave now. That shit is about, bro, shit's the wave.
That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm saying. I'm saying the Tootsie Slide, the memes that get so big that a person that don't use TikTok still sees them, which is me, don't have that shit in it. They have other songs in it. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. That nigga still fucking, he broke records with that Tootsie Slide shit on TikTok. And I think that's really what he made that song for. He sent it to the dancing niggas to dance to it on TikTok.
That's definitely what he made the song for. It's definitely what he made the song for. But I don't know, the TikTok shit is only the wave because they made it be the wave. They paid niggas to make it the wave.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what it's the wave.
I mean, if you know you gonna surefire like get you a platinum record or even a platinum record or more, you know a lot of people gonna see this shit by just having a nigga dance to
No,
it.
I ain't talking about they paid the rappers and shit. I'm talking about they paid the people who to make the TikTok started off paying niggas to make videos. Mm-hmm. They're paying niggas to get on it. To influence other people to get on it. But we ain't
I mean, this shit ain't even about TikTok. Nor
TikTok.
is this shit about Drake. This shit about Kendrick.
Anyway, I'm talking about an actual good album. Not a bullshit ass fucking song that was made with the express purposes to go viral. That shit reminds me when motherfuckers, on a side note, right before we get to the album review, when motherfuckers go and make some shit because they want it to go viral, it always remind me of the first people I ever heard do that, which was fucking 3-6 Mafia with that fucking Project Pat shitty ass song. And the introduction of it, DJ Paul was out there proclaiming, "No #1 ringtone," before the song even came out. And it was that, "Don't call me no more. Don't text me no." That's what I think of every time somebody make one of them shits. Well, this nigga made this shit just to be a TikTok song. It's irrelevant to me. I haven't heard it. I'm not gonna hear it. Anyway.
But you haven't heard the Tootsie Slide?
Fuck no, bro. I ain't going out
nigga,
searching.
What?
I don't watch TikTok.
I can say the shit is good. It gets the job done. I ain't gonna say the shit is a fucking classic song, but it definitely gets the job done.
Why are you still talking about that? I'm tired of hearing about it. Is the fucking listener gonna make it to this point in the Kendrick review?
Oh boy.
We talking, how long we been talking?
13 minutes.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the album yet. It's talking about bullshit. Anyway, Damn is the album that made him commercially on the top level like it was with, like he already was with the artistry and shit. Anyway, Humble came out. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. Everybody was ready. Kendrick Lamar was finally dropping a new song after 2 years of no new real fucking songs. Like, I know that didn't Control come out after To Pimp a Butterfly? Or did it come out around the same time?
That shit was around the same time because that shit broke the internet too, though.
Yeah.
Yo,
then,
pick up this other UAV. I'm
I'm
gonna get this up.
Didn't that Heart shit come out right before Damn?
That dropped before Damn because he used one of the beats from Damn.
The beat from
I didn't get it.
The beat from what's the song called? It's like the second to last song on Damn, or like the.
I don't think I can find a way to make it on this earth. That shit.
The Alchemist beat. Anyway, the Heart came out. Everybody speculated that he was going at Big Sean.
Oh, we out.
It was Fear. That's what it's called. The Fear beat was the one in the Heart. The Heart Part 4. Heart Part 4 was fucking tight.
That shit was tight.
Yeah, but that wasn't a real Kendrick album song. That was just one of his I'm on my shit songs, right? Mm-hmm. And then, like, The Heart came out. That shit was tight as fuck. But everybody says that usually when those Heart freestyles come out, his album come out a couple days later. Mm-hmm. Right? So The Heart came out. And then the next thing you know, we got Humble, my nigga. And I don't know about you. Tell me about how you were going into Damn. Going into Damn, I was like, where can he go from To Pimp a Butterfly?
Yeah, because to Pimp a Butterfly was my favorite shit. And it's still inching.
This is his best album.
Yeah, it's my favorite shit. But I was like, all right, what is he really going to do with To Pimp a what is he really going to do with Damn? I was just like, I wonder what's about to be next. And then I get into the album, and I find myself to love it.
Mm-hmm. Like that's what I was like going into Damn. I didn't know where he could go from To Pimp a Butterfly, because To Pimp a Good Kid, Mad. I didn't even know where he could go from Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City was like listening to a fucking movie, bro.
Nah, that shit was listening to a movie.
Yeah, that's what it was to me. The only track in Good Kid, Mad City that I didn't like is that Really Real joint. I ain't like that.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't really fuck with that.
They can't all be winners. And that's another reason why To Pimp a Butterfly is still my favorite album by him, because we gonna get into it. And that's why I think it's his best album, because there ain't no bad songs on that shit. Mm-hmm. Even the lead single from that, I Love Myself. When the single version, I didn't like that song. But
like the promotional version,
yeah, just the version.
The very first one he came out with. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I won't really fucking with that one.
But when it's in the album, I don't really feed into that in the context of the album shit all that much. But that song in the album it's a whole different story.
He did it different.
Mm-hmm. And it just fit the narrative. I was like, how's he gonna make another narrative, bruh? But then he did that, and then I was like, well, where's he gonna go from there with Damn? And Damn, I'm gonna put it like this. I don't want to be hyperbolic, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't want to sit up there and act like Kendrick Lamar is some civil rights leader. This is just an analogy, bro. To Pimp a Butterfly was like his Martin Luther King album, and Damn to me was like his Malcolm X album.
Yeah, I can't sugarcoat no answer for you. This is how I feel. If somebody kill my son, that means somebody getting killed. Tell me what you do for love. Love your that shit.
See, like that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, To Pimp a Butterfly was more on the uplifting type of
like complexion,
plight of the black person type of, yeah, like you just said, the complexion track. And the track All Right, which came the fucking voice of Black Lives Matter. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, looking back on Black Lives Matter and Get Woke and Go Broke and all of these stupid ass fucking movements that started out with noble causes and the Me Too movement, but ended up being spearheaded by a bunch of fucking idiots. I don't even know if he liked his fucking song being the soundtrack to that shit. Cause of course,
but he probably looking at it as like them niggas are using the song for like the wrong purpose.
Like, I mean, Black Lives Matter started off with the right way, and then when it got popular, that's when the fucking idiots came out of the wood.
Same with really anything else when some shit gets saturated, like like shit, rap music for instance. Shit, rap music is saturated,
right? But excuse me, like To Pimp a Butterfly was all about that. It was about fighting off the temptation It was about taking a stand, like the first song on there, about how Uncle Sam is trying to wrap you up in the tax paying system and in debt and all that, and then how you try to and how to try to keep you out of that. And then Damn was like straight up aggression, all the way from the fucking start with DNA. It wasn't no like Damn came out of the gate pulling no punches to me. He came out of the gate more aggressive. He came out of the gate kind of no names were mentioned, so no real big dishes were made. But he came out of the gate kind of taking snips at niggas like on Element, right?
If I gotta slap a pussy ass nigga, I'ma make it look sexy. That's one of my favorite songs off that shit. I think that it was like he was really and I feel like that was my favorite shit up there because he's really talking to these niggas. Like
it sounded like he was talking to a nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I gotta turn up on y'all niggas, I'm gonna make it look good. Like I'm gonna give y'all niggas what you want, for real.
Sound like he was talking to a specific motherfucker. Now, I don't know who. Could have been Drake, could have been Big Sean, but it sounded like it was one of them. Like, anyway.
Damn if I do, if I don't, yeah. God, oh, yeah. Damn, it's a goddamn shit. You ain't front line, get out the got what?
And then he came out with a juvenile flow.
Niggas thought they were gonna see me high. Niggas thought they were gonna see the light say, BLT free out. That niggas. But no, it's just honestly, we can go song for song from this album, and it's gonna be a good thing about every song. Oh damn. Which one? Love? Love is heat, bro. I can't
shit.
No, like,
and that's the reason why To Pimp a Butterfly is the best album by him to me, because that's the one that ain't got a song that's fucking trash on it. Like fucking Love and Real. Them shits is terrible. Love from this damn album and Real from Good Kid, Mad City. I think Love. I can't agree.
Worst
I fuck song with Love. That nigga ever made, bro. I
fuck
song.
with it.
This ain't even supposed to be because I love this album, but that song Love sound like a fucking old ass stereotypical 80s R&B song that was like the test version of what somebody really came out with, or like a fucking fake ass El DeBarge song or something, bro.
I get what you saying, but that shit was a good song. It was well put together. I want to wait. We ain't got no time to waste. Popping that drum on me, babe. That shit was lit.
That shit.
I want your body, your music.
Sound like a fucking. It sound like that. Love sound like if you had a keyboard that was a keyboard purpose built for making R&B songs from the 80s. If you turned it on and hit the demo button, Love is what would come out. This is sound like some shit some fucker in the Casio R&D department created as a fucking example
of like what the R&B song should sound like
from back in the 80s. That shit is garbage. I fucking hate that song, bro. I just have to get my skip this bullshit finger out whenever that song is coming up.
I would much rather hear the song before Love, though. Lust? I would
much rather hear every other song on this album.
I fucks with Love, though. I like that song. It's not a bad song, in my opinion. It's not my go-to on the album, but it's not a bad song. I really don't think he made a bad song on this album.
I think Element is my favorite song on the album, but Humble is my go-to. I can't... Bro, this is my mindset. Around the time the album released, I listened to the song Humble every day for like a month. Right? Like every day that song was played at least once. Right? And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been on a listen to rap thing lately. I've been listening to other genres. So, and when I say lately, I mean for like a fucking year. Maybe more. I listen to hip hop and rap. I have little pockets where a day where I might go on a rap listening binge, and then that shit is out of my head. I'm listening to other shit, but I ain't even gonna lie. When we start preparing to do this, right? And I listened to Humble again for the first time, and God knows when. That shit was hitting like it was the first time it was ever played. Bro, like I was into that shit, bro. Every word, you know what I'm saying? Every word. This fucking album still got power behind it. 3 years after release, right? This is why I don't like the instant classic bullshit, man. This is why I don't like when niggas do that.
What, say shit instant classic?
Yeah. Because you need, the shit gotta sit like this has sat. This album has now proven itself to really be a classic. You know what I'm saying? This shit cooked for 3 years. Yeah. And when you turn it on, it transcends what we hear every day, right? Mm-hmm. This album ain't got no bullshit ass trend chasing songs from that time period on it. Like you just said, bro, is somebody in a couple years gonna give a fuck about the Tootsie slide when the TikTok challenge is over?
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no trend chasing shit on here. Even Love ain't a trend chasing song. It's just a bad song. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm weak. I don't think this shit is bad though. I think the song is actually quite good. Well put together. Fuck it.
We can have a difference of opinion on the quality of the shitty ass song, but the album.
You feel like the album could have done without it.
Yeah, but it don't. The song. This is how I measure a classic. I measure a classic by the quality of the overall body of work. Every song on an album don't have to be good for it to be a classic. Mm-hmm. Like I always tell people when I'm having this argument with them, The Blueprint by Jay-Z is classic, but Song Cry is a piece of fucking shit. I hate that song, bro, and I never listen to it when I listen to the album. I never listen to that song when I listen to the album all the way up to the point to where I don't even be remembering that it's on the track list. Mm-hmm. Because when I edited my shit, when I had the album in my phone, like after I bought the album from the store and I ripped it onto the computer and put it in my phone, back before Apple Music and shit came out, and I just didn't put Song Cry on there. I just deleted it, bro. Like that's what I did. So in my shit, Song Cry is not in the fucking track list. All I need is the song that comes up in the spot where Song Cry should be at. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But and that's another one where we differ. I fuck with Song Cry. I think that is a great song by Jay-Z.
Stupid, bro. That shit trash. The beat is fucking terrible. The fucking lyrics are terrible, bro. Like everything. Over somewhere. Even Renegade is another song that I'm not crazy about. It's far and away better than Song Cry. I don't delete Renegade off the album when I listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But Love don't have to be good for Damn to be a classic to me. Now all the bullshit that surrounded Damn
like the
pissed me off.
Listen to it backwards and
it's a new fuck all that. All Kendrick
he gonna drop Damn, then he gonna drop Nation.
Yeah, all that bullshit, bro. Y'all couldn't just fucking let the album be.
Couldn't enjoy the album.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all ain't let the album. It was all that shit. I had to separate myself from these fan bases because the fan base be almost making me biased against the album. It's like, stop talking this dumb shit, feeding into bullshit about the album. The man took 3 years to make this one. Or 2 years to make this one. You thought he made 2? Why the fuck would he do that? He ain't Lil Uzi Vert. Got a bunch of shit that he made. Look. Let's be for real. Eternal Atake, I think, is a good album.
Yeah, it's good.
Love is Rage 3 is just a bunch of shit that didn't make it onto Eternal Atake. That's what that is. Mm-hmm. And that nigga's like, you know what I can do with these 30 songs that didn't make it onto Eternal Atake? I can put it out as Love is Rage 3 and niggas is going to eat this shit up. That's what happened.
They did.
And he put it out as Eternal Atake Deluxe Edition, so Eternal Atake could have 2 weeks at number 1. That's what he did. All that shit was marketing.
Damn. Oh, they behind us.
Kendrick Lamar ain't about to fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Kendrick ain't about to do that bullshit.
Kendrick is gonna make the songs and put them on the album right there. Mm-hmm. Like, he's making songs for this album, because if you listen to all of his albums, they fit all together. It's like a puzzle he put together. And the shit started with Good Kid, Mad City.
Exactly.
It's a movie. Let alone is it a good album. That shit is a movie. Like, you should really be able to put that shit into a DVD player and get some video out of it, for real, for real. Because even in, not so much into Pimp a Butterfly, but still the imagery from some of these songs, you can get a picture from it.
Yeah, and then when it come down to Kendrick's Leftovers, he put the Leftovers to Pimp a Butterfly out a whole year after the album was out. Yeah, bro, on Untitled Unmastered, right?
And that shit was good too.
And on top of that, look at the dates on them songs. He was making that shit for years. You know what I'm saying? Eternal Atake been ready to go for a long fucking time.
That shit,
the record label was blocking it.
Yeah, it was some fucked up shit going on.
That's what I'm saying. So you ain't gonna get the type of output from Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole that you get from Uzi Vert. Right? He don't got 40 bullshit ass songs
just laying around. Yeah.
Eternal Atake to me ain't bullshit.
I'm pretty sure Kendrick got songs that's just laying around but I doubt he has any intent on releasing them.
I don't even think he released Untitled Unmastered. I think Top Dog Entertainment did it. Because that shit is their property. It ain't his. He under they album. He under they fucking shit. Top Dog Entertainment and Aftermath own his fucking music. Unless something in his contract entitles him to the masters. But if not, they can put the shit out whenever. If they want to. He didn't announce Untitled Unmastered. Top Dog did. I remember when he did it. Top Dog said there's something new from Kendrick coming next week, and that shit came out.
Next week.
I remember that shit. So, I had to, being unbiased is hard to do, bro. So I had to stay strong to remain unbiased against this album because people was putting stupid shit in the air about, this nation shit, and then listen to it in reverse. And Kendrick, being the businessman that Kendrick and Top Dog are, they fed into it and released the deluxe edition of that
backwards.
Shit. With a flipped fucking... when you can just do that yourself, but they had you go buy the shit twice with the track list in reverse.
Yo, let me get that 1,000 so I can get a UAV real quick.
Call of Duty,
definitely.
Anyway, when it come down to this album, bro, like it sound like he was projecting the aggression outward. And as with To Pimp a Butterfly, it was projecting the upliftment of the black people outward. Damn, a lot of the song sounds like it was chastising the black people, right? For not living up to our potential. You know what I'm saying? Which is what Malcolm X was doing. Malcolm X was more radical with his message. Mm-hmm. Kendrick Lamar is not Malcolm X. I don't want no fucking body who hears this to think I'm saying that. I'm just making a comparison of the attitude of the albums from my ear, anyway. All right.
I mean, I agree with the To Pimp a Butterfly was the more Martin Luther King-y of the albums. Like, I get what you're saying. This one is more. I ain't gonna say. Well, I mean, you can't say hard.
Damn is more hard than To Pimp a Butterfly. Flat out. It ain't no songs like Element on To Pimp a Butterfly. It ain't no songs like Humble on To Pimp a Butterfly, bro. To Pimp a Butterfly was more of a poetry. It was like poetry to me than a lot of it than even rap music. Damn is more hardcore rap music to me.
Cover up.
You know what I'm saying? And the delivery on the shit was more aggressive, bro.
Yeah, he was definitely rapping a lot harder on Damn though.
Mm-hmm. Bro, and then like. I think it was also a reflection of the time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think it was a reflection of the motherfucker that was in the White House.
Yeah.
Not to tell you the truth, because I think some of these songs came about after Trump was elected. Mm-hmm. Like a song with, like the one with Bono on it. I think that shit came about after Trump was elected. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because the one when you was just doing it, the XXX.
Yeah, I can't sugarcoat no answer for you. This is how I feel. Like when you it's a dude outside. When you say like the album was hard, you have to mention this song. Mm-hmm. And then it's like he got Fear, which is like he's scared. There's two of them. It's just
fear to me is him is the aggression that he was putting out towards a lot of other people. Mm-hmm. Fear is him turning that aggression on himself to me.
Like, why am I even doing this?
Like he feel like he didn't live up to, like he feel like he ain't live up to what he could have. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even though the nigga is at the top of, like this nigga, I don't know how you could feel like that. I mean, I don't have famous nigga problems. He does. So, like, literally, he could drop something right now and the fucking globe would stop to hear it, bruh.
Oh, they up there.
You know what I'm saying? The fucking world would stop spinning to hear that shit, bruh. But,
I know. We gotta go.
Even in the songs that's like fucking, even in the songs on this album that's kind of, sound like it's more smooth and more laid back, the lyrics in that shit is still kind of aggressive. Like one of my fucking favorite songs that I had to listen to multiple times, Loyalty, right? What does he say in Loyalty, bro? Right, bitch, I'm a shimmy ya. You can take a nigga, he can meet me outside. You can babysit and wanna leave him outside. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I done came down so hard last like, it's like he's putting his emotion into these songs and all this pent up aggression, but he's putting it in a different way. Mm-hmm. Like, and you really gotta listen to what he's saying to get that. You can even tell by like how the rapping is. Like he's like he'll go hard in one song and then on Fear he's like, why God do I gotta struggle?
Don't ride with me no more. It's like
I said I'm geeked and I'm fired up.
This album sound like fuck all y'all. That's what it sounds like.
It sound like he was mad.
Mm-hmm. It sound like a lot of these songs sound like somebody did me wrong. That's why I'm writing this. You know what I'm saying? It sound like that Ice Cube shit right before he get ready to tear the NWA apart. New Vaseline. Mm-hmm. No Vaseline. What the fuck, man? No Vaseline, not new Vaseline. Right after they kept on doing that shit when he took the shit from where they dissed him.
Ooh.
With the here's what they think about you, and he flipped it on their ass. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. And Ice Cube was like, you know what? Fuck all y'all. That's what this album sound like, right? P.S. Ice Cube was the best member of NWA, and they should have knew that he was gonna fuck their ass.
They really should have.
They should have knew he was gonna fuck their ass.
He was writing all of it though.
That's what I'm saying.
So they knew what was coming.
They should have knew that he was gonna fuck their ass up, bro. And next thing you know, the whole group broke up after that song came. Right. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. What you do is
bite the hand that wrote all your damn songs.
You fucking make another shitty album like Niggas for Life. Shit is a piece of shit. I'll say this. NWA being one of my favorite groups of all fucking time. I will say this, right? I will say this. Straight Outta Compton is one of the best albums ever fucking made. Period. Niggas for Life fucking sucks, bro. You could tell Ice Cube was not there anymore when you listen to that bullshit. Mm-hmm. Dr. Dre's production was great on it. The album sucked, bro.
That shit about to blow up.
No, I don't know, bro. I can say NWA is one of the most influential groups of all time, but they only have one good album. But they only got 3 albums, but Nick, I don't know. NWA and the Posse ain't really an album, bro. It's like a mixtape. But Straight Outta Compton is an all-time classic. It'll never be topped by another West Coast album.
I see.
But Niggas for Life is a big piece of shit. Anyway, back to what we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't love people enough to put my faith in man. You know what I'm saying? That's a lyric from this Kendrick Lamar album.
Bro, them niggas is
from Pride. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I can't fake humble because your ass is insecure. This is him just pulling no punches, bro. I like the contrast of those 2 albums. That's why I keep making the comparison, right? I like the contrast of To Pimp a Butterfly versus Damn. But that shit right there is a lost cause. You got a camper. He camping on y'all.
Oh, damn. I don't.
Anyway,
run. All right.
Anyway, back to the album review or the album retrospective. What would you say and why is the best song on Damn?
Best song?
Yeah.
Definitely DNA.
What about DNA that you makes it the best?
It's just the fact, like, not to mention the shit has a fire ass visual.
Mm-hmm. Ain't it the one where he was doing kung fu and shit?
Yeah, like
in the video,
the Kung Fu Kenny, like that shit just really put a whole like different vibe to the song DNA. And it's the best one. It's the best song. But my favorite song is probably between Lust and Duckworth. I like the way he brought everything back around in Duckworth and really like just summed up all his life and stuff, like how he got famous and stuff. And the story that he had behind it.
Behind his
robbing
dad.
the chicken spot and all that.
Behind Top Dog robbing his dad's chicken spot.
Uh-huh.
That shit was fire.
It was cool.
And plus, Duckworth, production by Ninth Wonder.
Yeah, I mean.
To me, oh man, I don't want to sound like a fucking simpleton, but I'm gonna have to do it.
What?
Cause I'm gonna sound like a simpleton right now, bro. To me, "Humble" is the best song on the album.
Humble?
Yeah. "Humble" just catches your attention immediately, bro. Like, as soon as you hear that fucking piano and bass drum hit, that shit is undeniable. The catchiness of it is crazy. And it's so easy when you got a song that's catchy like that to not give a fuck about what you're saying on it.
Mm-hmm. I remember syrup sandwiches and grandma allowances.
Syrup sandwiches and grandma allowances. That's a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this Parmesan with my accountant list. In fact, I'm down in this. Do say with my boobay tastes like Kool-Aid for the animals. Girl, I can buy your ass the world with my pay stuff. Ooh, that pussy good. Won't you sit it on my taste buds? I can't wait to when you let me do the extra. Pull up on your block and break it down. We playing Tetris. God!
But it's like he's not even, and it's like it's effortless for real.
Nigga, oh my god, bro, that Tetris bar gets me every time, bro.
I don't know. Kendrick is one of the GOATs though.
Definitely, bro. Fuck all that bullshit. Not of his era, of all eras, bro.
It was one.
That nigga's in the pantheon, bro. He on the pantheon with all the niggas that done dropped classic albums. Mobb Deep, Busta Rhymes, fucking Outkast. Nigga,
he's in that realm.
I can't even.
He's released enough. I'ma say this. I don't know how popular it is.
Yeah.
When he dropped Good Kid, Mad City, I knew he was in that realm of niggas. Because who can put an album together like that, right?
I ain't gonna say
turn the whole joint into a movie.
Goody Mob did it, and then they never did it again. So I ain't gonna say after he dropped, he was in the pantheon right after Good Kid, Mad City. But once he continued it going, because Soul Food is damn near. Soul Food by Goody Mob is damn near a movie too. You can envision Atlanta in that time period, and then they didn't do it again. Like, so I ain't gonna say right after Good Kid, Mad City I knew, but I knew he could be
one of the greatest.
But then just keep it rolling like that. Niggas who done dropped the class. I gotta say these niggas.
Third, though.
I gotta say these niggas, bro. Even though, like, I never gave them a chance until in the recent couple years, and they've been making music for a long time together. I mean, it seemed like them niggas is new together, but they ain't. I gotta say another group of niggas that's in them pantheons, motherfucking Run the Jewels.
Yeah.
I got to, bro. I can't deny that shit, son.
I haven't really listened to enough Run the Jewels,
bro.
But I heard that psilocybin when he was rapping about the psilocybin, and I mean, that verse was just so godly, bro. Like the way he took those words and just turned that into just from taking the psilocybin with the stripper, and it's mind blowing.
Bruh,
to say the least.
When I listened to Run the Jewels Part 1, I listened to all three of the motherfuckers in a row. It wasn't no more. It wasn't no more fucking questioning that. I just said, okay, I'm here now. Where's this journey gonna take me? That's what I said. I mean, they new fucking song is incredible. Have you heard it? Well, after this, you have to listen to it.
I'm gonna listen to it.
But anyway, matter of fact, didn't you had to have heard it, bro? It's the last song that plays at the end of the last episode of the new Ozark season.
Oh, well, I mean, in that case, I've heard it. I don't remember it, though. But I have watched the full season of Ozark.
Anyway.
Everybody should watch it.
We should do a review of Ozark next week. That shit is incredible. Bro.
It is incredible.
Tell me, bro, my favorite character in that shit is Wendy's brother, bro. That motherfucker was a flat out beast.
He didn't care.
Nice time, motherfucker! That was my...
They did him dirty, though.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Anyway, back to the album, damn. We ramble. That's what we do. We professional ramblers. The thing about the album, damn, is just turning it back on. The shit sounds fresh, and that's another mark of a classic. Does it sound dated? Does this album sound like 2017? 2017 may sound recent. That was 3 fucking years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
You know what I'm saying?
Before the Rona, though. Before the Rona.
It sounds like, bro, I look up and see shit that I did in 2017, and it just seemed like it was yesterday, but it wasn't.
I graduated high school in 2017. And I'm almost done with fucking college.
I wasn't old.
I wasn't old in 2017.
I was still a young, spry nigga. Now I'm fucking old with chiropractor appointments, bro. and that.
Yeah, I'm letting it in.
That shit is crazy to think about. This album is old now, bro. Especially in the internet age. Mm-hmm. But when you turn it on, it sounds like if you erase it out of the history of 2017 and put it out now
in 2020,
but it shit'll sound brand new. It shit don't sound like nothing else that came out around then. It don't sound like nothing else that's coming out now. While everybody is out here trying to chase to see who can mumble the best.
No, bro, it's not even really mumble rap.
Mumble.
This shit is
who can auto-tune the best.
It's auto-tune, bro, and this fucking New York
drill.
Yeah, New York drill. That's really the wave now. Right. And you can always tell what the wave is by what Drake is doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
he tried to. Did you hear that nigga tried to make a halfway drill, halfway fucking UK grime song?
Yeah, that shit called War.
Yeah, pure bollocks, nigga.
I mean, I'm not a fan of that shit. I mean, if anything, leave it to the guys who do this. Leave it to the New Yorkers who do this.
Leave it to the Chicago niggas.
Really leave it to the Chicago niggas. But if you're gonna make the New York drill music, you might as well
yelling "Free my bro D Rose."
Yeah, I mean. That was
the to part. Your nose, mark your face just like a mole. These niggas don't want no smoke. I just don't think. Smoke.
I think Drake should really stay away from that shit. I mean, you heard the full-fledged like New York shit from Drake on that shit with him and Fabio Foreign.
I ain't heard it, so
I mean, you haven't heard it. But like, if anybody has heard that shit, bro, you heard that Fabio Foreign. And I mean, it wasn't good. Like Fabio Foreign. I mean, I don't mean to go off on a tangent about New York drill, but I like Jumping. I like Kayla K with him and Tory Lanez.
Bro.
But as far as like,
it's fucking awful, bro. Tory Lanez is better at hosting Instagram live shows than he is at making fucking music.
He is great at hosting.
I can't even say that because Tory Lanez be having hot ass rap songs, but he rather make these shitty ass chick tape bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. But see, that's what he do. That nigga makes great. Oh, come get that Don Light, bro. That's a surefire hit.
Chicks Tapes is fucking trash.
I love that album. Love that album. Bro,
Chicks
Tapes. I can go listen to Chicks Tapes right now. That's something that sounds.
Shit is fucking ear diarrhea, my nigga. That shit is fucking.
It's fire, bro. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know why you don't
fire, my nigga. It's the same fire that's right next to 50 fire hydrants, nigga, waiting to be
what you trying to get?
fucking unleashed water upon. That shit is garbage, bro. That shit is fucking steam, my nigga. Fuck that shit.
I like chicks tapes, bro.
That
But I mean, that's
fire, nigga. That shit is carbon monoxide.
Nigga said carbon
that shit is
monoxide.
car exhaust, nigga. That shit is fucking go in the garage, turn the car on, and fucking just die from inhaling fumes. That's what that bullshit ass album is. That shit is fucking the Grief Eater from fucking. That's El Cuco, my nigga, from The Outsider, my nigga. That album is motherfucking transforming with half a face, trying to be something that is not. That's fucking album got Drake DNA on it, bro.
It do got Drake
album
DNA
is
on
fucking bullshit, my nigga. That fucking chicks tape shit is fucking so bad, nigga. I forgot what bad was until I heard that piece of crap, my nigga. That shit is terrible, bro. That shit is down there. Bro, that shit is down there in the pantheon of fuckery and shitness with Vic Mensa.
Nah. See, that's too far.
Nigga done pitch.
That is not on the same. Cause Vic, bro, be honest, bro. Vic Mensa album is
all the descriptors.
It's really trash.
It is.
But
so was the Chicks
You can't
tape.
say the Chicks tape is as bad as a Vic Mensa
Bro,
album,
I listened to that piece of shit with him sitting up there with his voice pitch shifted 3 octaves.
That's what he do.
That shit don't make it good.
But that's what he does. Bro, nobody gets
being
mad.
a fucking idiot is what Donald Trump does. Doesn't make it good.
And people like him.
Bro, people that
people like the shit he do.
To inject Lysol into themselves to kill the coronavirus, bro. And that's what the Chicks tape is, bro. That's what the Chicks tape is like, shooting Lysol directly into my fucking veins, bro.
That called me slipping.
That's what that nigga said. Nigga said inject fucking disinfectant. He said it for real at a real White House briefing, my nigga.
Inject disinfectant.
Okay, that's what the Chicks tape is. That shit is disinfectant straight into your bloodstream, killing your brain cells, blood cells,
bro, you really
and lung cells all at once. That shit is terrible, bro. Shit is fucking awful, bro. I ain't even gonna say that. It had to be something bad for me to just not say it. Anyway, man, we talking about the impact of Damn, bro. I don't even give a fuck if the Tory Lanez fans get mad. I don't give a damn, bro. Because even Love, like, this is a perfect segue back. If you want to make a halfway decent Chicks tape album, nigga, just copy and at least try to do what Kendrick Lamar did with the song Love, bruh. Mm-hmm. The song Love, even though I hate it, he didn't stray away from being Kendrick, bruh. It sounded like that Chicks tape bull type of shit sound like to me Tory Lanez is just trying to imitate somebody else. Kendrick sounded like he was just making a love song in his fucking style. He tried to sing on it. I'm not a fucking vocal coach, so I can't judge whether his singing was on or off. I don't care whether it was on pitch or off pitch. I just don't like the song, but it's not to say that he couldn't make a song like that that is good. I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Mm. But he, that song is miles better than anything on Chicks tape. Miles, my nigga. Fucking far and away better.
I don't know. I like Chicks tape.
Shit's terrible. Well, like we were saying, that the album Damn, it sounds timeless. It sounds like it could be released in any era. Because if you listen to a song like DNA to me sound like it could have been released back in when Dipset was popping. Mm-hmm. But it was released in 2017 and still sounded fresh. I wouldn't say that Damn sound like it could be released back in the 90s because the sound on Damn is too clean for the 90s. Right?
It ain't rugged.
Not that it's not rugged. It's not dirty. It's too clean, bro. In the 90s, like if you listen to the first Wu-Tang album, it sound like RZA, when that album was being made, RZA's basement got flooded. And then it sounded like he went in the flood and picked up the wet tapes and just put that on a CD and put it out. And I love it for that shit, bro. Even A Tribe Called Quest, who was a glossy, clean rap group in compared to Wu-Tang and like Mobb Deep, you know what I'm saying? Even some of they shit like Oh My God got that dirty 90s straight off the vinyl sound to it. And an album like some of To Pimp a Butterfly had that on it. You know what I'm saying? But only like that song "Yeah" from Damn got that type of sound to it. But the rest of it sound like straight out of a computer, like it is. So I wouldn't say it could just fit perfectly in the 90s, but that's not because of quality of the music. It's because of how high quality the sound is. The shit is too hi-fi. Hip-hop music was way more lo-fi back in those days. Excuse me. That's why a lot of albums from back in them days got to be remastered. Because motherfuckers, a lot of people can't stand how that shit sounds, bro.
I like it.
I like it too.
I even like if somebody using a sample or something and I can hear the vinyl cracking in the back. I mean, I like all
that. Speaking of that, like that Cypress Hill song, Hands on the Pump, the shit that sound like drums at the beginning, that click, click, clack, 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 shit sound like it might be like a little drum hit. That's just vinyl cracks at the beginning of the sample. Every time the sample repeats, recycles itself, you can hear the vinyl cracking on it. I like that shit. That shit add fucking personality to the song. But of course, you ain't gonna get nothing like that on a lot of albums these days. And I ain't gonna fault a modern album for not sounding old enough. You know what I'm saying? But the shit do sound timeless.
In here on the ground,
that shit sound like it could be from any era of rap music, quality wise, just not fucking fidelity wise.
Yeah, it's just one. With a regular M4 laying on the floor, bro. Laying on the floor.
Anyway, back to this. I just think if turning on the album now, listening to it again, I didn't go into this album and to this 3 years later type retrospective to try to see if the album was going to give me, if I was going to get a different meaning from it or no bullshit like that.
Bro, this shit fake, bro. That game fake as fuck.
I went into the album just trying to see if the shit was still going to sound as good to me, right? I wasn't out there looking to see if I can get some type of different fucking interpretation of the lyrics, right? Because to me, the lyrics on Damn ain't as deep as they are on his other two albums. You know what I'm saying? To me, tell me if you agree to this. Damn is a more commercial album than his other shits.
Yeah. It's got like... It's got songs that was aiming to be bigger. Like it won't what's a good song from To Pimp a Butterfly? Really, any of them.
I think To Pimp a Butterfly had songs that got big.
Like All Right got big.
Yeah.
But that song don't seem like to me it was made with the specific intentions to be like a superstar hit. You feel me?
Like that's exactly what I'm saying. Like Wesley's Theory, like could you ever imagine that shit being a hit single? Like that shit is not meant to be on anybody's chart, even though it's a fucking amazing song. You know? Produced by Flying Lotus, an amazing producer. that anytime I think of Flying Lotus, even though he's an amazing producer, I just think of this video on YouTube called Dance Floor Dale. You seen that shit?
Bro, I tried to find it. Bro, I literally was looking and I couldn't remember what it was called, and now I remember, so I'm about to watch that. Bro, I was up there listening to all the food is poison. All the food is poison. But now
You about to watch Dance Floor Dale, bro? That's what that shit reminds me. Anyway, man, like
you gotta sign a waiver to watch this video on YouTube.
you gotta look, bro.
Gotta sign a waiver.
Look. I ain't telling an informant and fucking telling nobody to go look up Dance Floor Dale. Okay? I'm not. That's all I'm gonna say.
Warning, this video contains flashing lights.
Yeah. It contains flashing lights, alright. Turn that down before we get copyright stricken. That's a real song.
That is a real
Flying
song.
Lotus Parisian Goldfish.
Oh,
also
wait.
the producer of Wesley's Theory, an amazing fucking song.
I'm about to send that out.
You about to send Dance Floor Dale to people?
Mm-hmm. That's what you just send out.
You about
That's
to
one
have,
of them videos
look,
that
bro, I hope some of your
the caption up under it be like, if I seen it, you gotta see it too.
I hope a lot of your fucking friends are on the drugs that they do, because they finna be fucking confused as to what's going on when they watch that shit, bro. But anyway,
That shit crazy, bro.
Anyway, my nigga, like, damn, does seem like it was more aimed to be a commercial album. And that's another thing about what makes it great, right? Because Loyalty is designed, and Loyalty got a fucking Rihanna feature on it. If you got a Rihanna feature on some shit, that shit is meant to be a hit, right?
Yeah.
That's what she there for. She there to boost the
She's
profile
there to
of
make
shit.
That's Rihanna.
Mm-hmm. She is a fucking instant hit machine. Just like Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying?
That is an instant hit machine. So,
and Adele and shit. She up there in that pantheon. Let me not say that. The Beehive will be on me. Beyonce is an instant hit machine, except when it comes to the Carter's album. But she an instant hit machine too. So, but that song is. I like the fact that even though the shit is meant to be commercial, that it wasn't. The quality of the music wasn't compromised to make that commercial leap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it take a fucking good artist to be able to find that balance. To find that I want this shit to be a big ass hit, but I ain't gonna go away from what made me that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because like Kendrick Lamar, to me, he had an accidental hit with Swimming Pools. That shit, he just found the right beat for that shit, and it became a hit.
Swimming Pools is that fire though,
bruh. You would never, like, a lot of people just hear the fucking swimming pool full of liquor and you dive in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they was just going off of that. They were probably thinking that the song was a song to get drunk to, not a song that was against drinking. You know what I'm saying?
I would get drunk to Swimming Pools.
Exactly.
That's a great song.
That's the song that really got me into his shit, bro. To tell you the truth. But Humble was on purpose a hit, bro. Mm-hmm. It's a fucking Mike Will beat. That nigga is a fucking
Hitman.
Make hits producer. He ain't no fucking producer like somebody like Flying Lotus or Ninth Wonder or something like that.
That just make quality beats.
Mm-hmm. Mike Will is good at what he does, but people call on him when they want something to be commercially big. Mm-hmm. That's case in point. This beat, Humble won't even craft it for Kendrick Lamar. Bro. That shit was made for Gucci Mane, and Kendrick Lamar just slided into it. You know what I'm saying? Now, the other beats on here that Mike Will made were crafted for him, like DNA, like Triple X, shit like that. So, but that's what it is. Like, but the fact that the quality of the music still held up, even though it was sounded like it was trying to be more commercial, like, because even though Element is a fucking aggressive song, the fucking shit is catchy. The hook is made to be catchy. If I gotta slap a pussy ass nigga, I'm gonna make it look sexy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That shit is meant for people to get stuck in somebody's ear and remember, and the beat is like that also. But just thank you, motorcycle. Anyway, just to me, in closing, for what I gotta say about the album to me is just another classic in a lineup of classics of a person who hasn't made a bad album yet.
Right. I'm curious to see when and what he's gonna do with this. I can't even say this upcoming album because I don't know if he's gonna drop another album, but I'm pretty sure he is. I'm just curious to know what's gonna come from this new album and what it's gonna sound like.
Yeah, I mean,
because like Good Kid, Mad City was just his life. Then To Pimp a Butterfly. Then damn, like what can really be next? I don't know. I hope it's not shit though.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's gonna be shit.
I'm not saying it's gonna be, but it's a possibility it could.
It's a possibility.
A lot of great artists can make bullshit albums.
Trust me, I know. I know it's a possibility it could. I don't sit up here and think that this nigga is untouchable when it comes to album making. Mm-hmm. I just don't anticipate it to be shit. But when it comes to it, I'm not really sitting around anticipating anything of it, to tell you the truth. Because that's the approach that I've been taking with music for the longest time now, for at least the past couple of years. I just let it be what it is. I let it come out and then be a pleasant surprise. I got wrapped back up in the bullshit when it came to Kanye. Because I had sworn that after The Life of Pablo, I wasn't going to be on that bullshit no more. Right? But I didn't get... It only took me like one time to look up and say, why am I even anticipating this stupid ass Kanye album that's about to come out? And I got off that shit. That was before he turned it into a gospel album.
What, the new shit?
Yeah. Like I was for one day, I got back into, I almost got on hype beast mode. Oh, what is Kanye gonna do? What is Kanye gonna do?
Man, and I got off that shit. I was on full-fledged hype beast mode when that shit happened.
I know, bro.
I was waiting for this shit.
You was on our Twitter page going wild when that nigga kept pushing it back.
I was angry. Cause I was ready to hear that album. Like, you don't hold music away from fans, my nigga.
Bro, that's what they do though now. They do that now because niggas ain't going out. That record label ain't really controlling these niggas to the point where an album got to come out on the day it's supposed to come out because it's being shipped to stores and all that shit. Niggas is just pushing the upload button.
Right.
And they can do that whenever they want. And they'll say, "Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming." This nigga Playboy Cardi been doing. I don't know if his album has came out yet, but he been saying, "Oh, it's coming out. Oh, in 24 hours," and then he'll say that knowing that shit ain't coming, and then have people all up under the Twitter posts like, "Where's the album? It's been 24 hours." It's just marketing, bro. That's all that Kanye shit was. We've been in the studio for 9 hours trying to get it right for y'all. No, the fuck you haven't. And if you have, nigga, why in the fuck did you wait until the day it was supposed to come out to get it right? When you've been making the shit for years. Mm-hmm. It's just marketing. Trying to get everybody to gather around for his fucking album release. That's what it was with Kanye. So I'm not doing that for no artist. None. Not ones I like. Not ones I don't like. I didn't even do it for the Tribe Called Quest album that came out in 2016. That's my favorite fucking group. When the album came out, then I heard it. I won't sitting around anticipating it. Mm-hmm. The album was fucking great. But when I won't sitting around like, oh, they coming, it's coming, I can't wait. I don't do that shit for nothing no more. Not for movies, not for music, not for games, not for shit. Bro, because that's the easiest way for you to be disappointed in what the fuck comes next, right? Bro, when the last time you heard Jesus is King, bro?
Man, I don't listen to that shit. Bro, honestly, I haven't even really listened to Kanye, but spoiler alert, I'm gonna listen to a Kanye album pretty soon. But it's just, I'm not really on rap music right now. If I'm listening to anything, it's probably some underground, some SoundCloud or something. Or it's probably an older album. Or I'm listening to Mac Miller. I don't really listen to much different stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And this whole, like, you know, Kanye West went right out there and said, right after that, Jesus is King Part 2 was coming with Dre. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck when Kendrick Lamar's new album comes out. When it comes out, I'll be there to listen to it. Before then, I'm not sitting around trying to guess and decipher. I'm not sitting around when he put out like a blank tweet one day and niggas started going crazy when he just tweeted out something black, or he changed his Twitter avatar to just a black box or something.
Who, Kendrick?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that because when he dropped the heart the first time, he like deleted all of his stuff off his Instagram page or whatever.
I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, what? Oh my God.
Care. When that shit, all that bullshit don't mean nothing to me. None of that shit is gonna market your album to me. What's gonna market your album to me is how it sounds, right? And in this day and age, me listening to your album is not what's gonna sell it. Me listening to it over and over again is what's gonna get you sales, right? Because now counting streams is the main way niggas sell albums, right? And to me, if the new Kendrick album is good, I'll just be listening to it and contributing to the album sales. And if it's not, I'll hear it once, and then that's going to be over. So the only way for these albums to sell themselves to me is to be good albums. Mm-hmm. I listened to Jesus is King. The only reason I listened to that multiple times is because we reviewed it. Nigga, if it's not, I would have listened to that piece of shit one time and I would have been finished with it. If that, I wouldn't have probably even got all the way through it because I only like 2 fucking songs from the garbage.
I ain't really like it like that either.
Mm-hmm. So the new Kendrick album and closing on that, I ain't anticipating it. If I want to hear some Kendrick, that nigga got 4 great albums and 1 great compilation of unreleased tracks out, a bunch of great mixtapes, a bunch of great singles, some not so great features, but I don't have to go listen to those. I can just listen to all that, and then when his new album comes out, hopefully that's adding to the greatness. That's the way I look at it.
I ain't really got shit else to say in closing. Damn, was a good ass album, and in retrospect, the shit still sounds new.
Yep.
The shit still sounds like it's fresh off the press.
Exactly.
They just hit that digital upload to every single media platform.
Right.
Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever. It sounds like it just got uploaded today.
People still put albums on Tidal.
I think Tidal still.
People listen to that shit. Well, you get it free with Sprint. So
I ain't even got Tidal and I got Sprint. So.
You get
got Hulu though. Shout outs to Hulu. Give me some money.
You get Apple Music free with Verizon. Shout outs to that. How about that? Excuse me. So, I mean, yeah. That's about all I gotta say about it. That's about all I got to say about it. Now, let's review these tracks, react to these tracks, or whatever you want to call it, to these tracks. You got all of them joints lined up already?
If I can figure out how to work the computer.
Well, we'll just sit here and wait.
All right.
Back. Well, didn't have to say that because nobody even knew it, Paul.
Well,
anyway,
get into some independent spotlight.
Shit, man. This is our shit. I saw some motherfuckers try to steal it, but this is ours. Motherfuckers, some fucker on. You know what? I ain't even gonna get into beef with these pussies.
Wait. So first, we got OG Spliff with a track called Go.
Turn down this Call of Duty bullshit. You can just hear the music and not the stupid ass guns.
I can't go back nowhere, no. Del Popo on my body and my soul. I know. Yeah. Hey. We don't address it. They wanna charge for the antidepressant. Fuck is the message. Black man Bruce young as a weapon. I got a question. Who put you niggas in charge? How many gotta get shot up and cuffed in the yard? Too many niggas for the art. Too many niggas gone with the wind. Used to have fun sober. Remember when? Remember then? Nowadays, I pull look at a fifth. Feed that shit. Grow that, smoke that shit. Wait. Okay, I get it, I know you ain't with it. I know my shit hitting like crack. Fresh out the kitchen, in fact. Can't believe I used to need your approval. I used to look up how they get on Google and Yahoo answer. Nigga, it's too many dancers, not enough rappers. Too many cappers, not enough trappers. All of you actors, all of you bastards. Jon Snow in the blood. These hoes so fatal.
Why that shit?
Show fade love. I see.
Go back a little bit. This is a reaction.
Too many niggas gone with the wind. Used to have fun.
Well, I want this shit to go into the microphone again.
Nowadays, I pull look at a fifth. Feed that shit. Grow that, smoke that shit. Wait. Okay, I get it, I know you ain't with it. I know my shit hitting like crack. Fresh out the kitchen, in fact. Can't believe I used to need your approval. I used to look up how they get on Google and Yahoo answer. Nigga, it's too many dancers, not enough rappers. Too many cappers, not enough trappers. All of you actors, all of you bastards. Jon Snow in the blood. These hoes so fatal. These niggas show fade love. I see,
Well, let's listen to this again. Turn it to the beginning. Turn it to the fucking beginning. It's only 1 minute and 39 seconds. He feeling that fucking sample too, like I am. He was
I can't go back nowhere, no. Del Popo on my body and my soul. I know. Yeah. We don't address it. They wanna charge for the antidepressant.
Yeah.
Fuck is the message. Black man Bruce young as a weapon.
Yeah.
I got a question. Who put you niggas in charge? How many gotta get get shot up and cuffed in the yard. Too many niggas for the art. Too many niggas gone. With the wind. Used to have fun sober. Remember when? Remember then? Nowadays, I pull up, got a feel. Feed that shit, that's it. Roll that, smoke that shit. Wait, okay, I get it. I know you ain't with it. I know my shit hitting like crack. Fresh out the kitchen and fat. Can't believe I used to need your approval. I used to look up how they get on Google and Yahoo answer. Nigga, it's too many dances, not enough rappers. Too many cappers, not enough trappers. All of you actors, all of you bastards. Jon Snow in the blood. These hoes so fatal. These niggas show fake love.
Straight out of fucking North Carolina. You gotta be. You gotta be a real rapper. You gotta be a real rapper. A real nigga with the pen. A real nigga who can put words together. If you gonna incorporate Yahoo answers into your fucking raps, nigga, because nobody is going Yahoo answering anything. Niggas will go on Ask Jeeves before they go on Yahoo answers.
I'm weak. That nigga, that's no, but that was hard though. Like he really sat and wrote that though, cause that was
this nigga is a writer.
Clutch, like.
I didn't even fucking expect to hear no bars about Yahoo answers in a song in my whole life.
Nah.
Google, yeah. Yahoo
Google,
answers,
baby.
No, not Yahoo answers. Too many dancers. Not enough rappers. Too many cappers. Not enough trappers. A lot of y'all actors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, right? This is how you come across and say, I'm sick of the fake shit. Without coming off as a pretentious bitch. Like a lot of these niggas who make them songs, death of mumble rap and shit like that. And then they get up there thinking that the death of mumble rap is gonna come from they shitty song because they rapping fast. And they ain't talking about shit either. They just rapping fast, talking garbage. Sounding like fake ass Eminem imitators, bruh.
Shots fired at Jordan Lucas, cause that's
ain't even
the
talking
main
about
boy.
him, bruh.
I mean, but that's one of the main niggas that do that. So
Bruh,
I mean,
if you go on YouTube and type it in, bruh, and I ain't talking about some small shit. I'm talking about videos with like 5 and 6 million views. Niggas who done actually made songs. Jordan Lucas is a lyrical miracle nigga. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about niggas who done actually made songs called Death of Mumble Rap. And it's fucking pure dog shit of them just rapping fast, thinking that they flowing. And the shit sounds like fucking that somebody fucking ate some bad shrimp, nigga, and diarrhea into the microphone. And now you getting residual shit stains in your eardrums from having to hear that bullshit. That's what it sound like. This man, in contrast on this song, OG Spliff just came out within the flow of a fucking hot ass song that had a hot ass beat, and dropped it in there. Hell yeah, he didn't come up on the fucking song with the shit title. Oh, too many cappers,
too many actors.
He didn't do that. He just he put it into the flow of the fucking song and kept it moving after he was done with that part. He didn't have to make it a focal point of a track. He just made a hot ass track, and that was just part of it. You know what I'm saying, bruh? You gotta hear one of them Death to Auto-Tune shits. You know what? We gonna start making reaction videos, and we're gonna have you react to that.
What, Death of Auto-Tune?
Not Death of Auto-Tune, Death of Mumble Rap.
Oh, that's what I meant. Not Death of Mumble Rap.
I think I said Death of Auto-Tune.
But I know there's a lot of niggas out there who do the mumble rap songs where they try to shit on mumble rap. But I mean, I know they don't be good. But
Hobson.
He released this new song like a few days ago though.
Hobson is the nigga who you should have said, not Joyner Lucas. Hobson.
Hobson, he released a song a few weeks ago. A coronavirus song.
He be talking shit about mumble rap. And he one of the fucking shittiest rappers to ever do this shit. This nigga is fucking terrible.
Yeah, I take that back about Jordan Lucas. Hobson is definitely the worst.
Hobson is fucking awful. And his best song I ever heard
was a parody of
mumble rap.
The parody of mumble rap. Yeah, I've heard that. And I don't know.
Bruh,
I think it was just the time, bro.
Awful,
I listened to a good amount of Hobson, bro, and I couldn't get with it, bro. Even when he tried to make like real nigga music, I don't know. But fuck that nigga Hobson. Needless to say.
Yeah, he fucking sucks. That's what I'm talking about. Them type of niggas who come out and proclaim they want to just go and kill mumble rap and then they make shitty music.
Yeah.
Right, the mumble rap that's the quote unquote mumble rap that they want to kill is better than what they do. The OG Spliff didn't do that. He just came out. He had the song. The song was already going hard. You already into it. He ain't pretentious with it. He just came out within the flow and just said what was on his mind about that type of subject and kept it moving. The song was fucking hot as fuck.
And that was OG Spliff. Go. Next, we got GCM Audio.
Yes.
With a track titled Recover. Dedicated to us.
Recovery. This man made a song about us. Well, he made a song for us. GCM Audio, he makes electronic music. Hit that. Every time I hear GCM Audio music, like I want to get in a McLaren or something and drive 1,000 miles per hour.
Nah, like for real, I was just thinking about that. Like, this should really be enforced.
That's what I'm saying.
This song is one of those, like, you are now into Sunset Drive. Like, you can hear, like, the Alexa joining. You know how, like, when the GPS talk to you? It's like, yeah, this song makes you want to go fast.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, this take me back to playing the actual good Need for Speed, like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on the PS2, bro. I got your PS2. Is that game in it? I don't know. Anyway, this song make me wish I could afford a Porsche.
Yeah, just go fast.
I'll just drive with this shit lasting. You know what I'm saying? You know, he know we hip hop fans, so he made the hip hop. He made the shit, the drums hip hop centric. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even use the Amen Brother break on this joint, which is what most electronic and drum and bass music is built off the Amen Brother beat. I even produced some tracks with the Amen Brothers breakers and drums before. Turn it down, son, bro. Let it keep riding, bro.
This is definitely one of them tracks that is like elite video game movie background. It's one of those.
Yeah, man.
Like it's great party music.
Yeah, right.
Alright. I usually do this, but I gotta
Go ahead. The people ain't heard you do this in a long time, bro.
Yo. This joint right here is like one of them futuristic old movies, right? You know how like they do one of the futuristic old movies where it's old, but it's futuristic. And it's like
not Back to the Future. Like Blade Runner.
Like Blade Runner, right? And it's the one badass character in the long black trench coat, right?
Like
and he
Runner.
fights. The shit is similar to Blade, and he fights like vampires and shit. This song reminds me of Blade, actually. Like, he would go into those clubs with the vampires and shit, and this song is playing in the background.
That's the type of music that would be playing in there, bro.
Like, this is it. Like, this is it. Or, like, if I'm in a video game and I'm in, like, an intense, like, a super intense shootout in, this would be, like, one of them settings, like a inside, like, party setting. And like they done ran in, and I'm like, hey,
like when you get to shoot up the strip club in Mass Effect.
Yeah. Or even one of the GTA instrumental joints when you on a mission.
Or when you get to fucking run from the police in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, bro. Like in that Need for Speed Hot Pursuit from 2010, bro. Where you either get to run from the police or be the police. That type of shit, bro. Like, but GCM Audio always know how to come out with an album. I mean, not an album, with a song and set like a fucking mood to it, bro. Like right now, I can just see a fucking. It's just, like I use this a lot, but the rain just finished. It's just drying up. The sun is out. The sun is orange and shit, nigga. The shit is just rising over the horizon. The rain from last night, the sun is glaring off of it, and I'm in a car that I can't afford. I'm in that $400,000 Ford GT with the twin turbo V6 that can go like 220 miles per hour. The shit that's out there winning Le Mans races and shit. I'm driving one of them joints and shit, bro. Trying not to lose traction and shit. I'm about to crash. But no. I'm back on track because this song is just that fire. It got my driving on point. You know what I'm saying?
And that was GCM Audio
Recover. A song dedicated to us, but it don't even matter about that part because we would have liked it even if it wasn't. Right. If we didn't like it, wouldn't be in this fucking episode. I can tell you that much.
All right. And next, we got a song that's 2 years old. But it's one of them joints that hit like it came out tomorrow. It came out tomorrow. Like, this is new Meco with a track titled Dee Dee. Straight Southern.
Bustin' packs on the kitchen table, and I'm freaking out. My mama tweaking cause my cousin selling reefer out her house and down there. I said I'm down there. Look, okay, I'm bustin' packs on the kitchen table, and I'm freaking out. My mama tweaking cause my cousin selling reefer out her house and down there. Dirty draw showing pocket full of gas, bout cash, hit a kill. Fuck I'm gon' do with that match. Suicidal thoughts, creeping heavy, you can hear my pulse. I can't point out y'all intentions, so it's best that I don't talk. I ain't got no sympathy, and sometimes I may lack emotion, mainly from these enemies and friends that are like passive vulture shit. Hold on, y'all must not know what phony is. It's in me, not on me, bitch, because with me on funky shit. Like my women nice and dick, but I still fight for pony, bitch. When it come down to that pussy, boy, you see how real your homies is. I'ma ride with you, shit. If you wrong, go right, hey, you my dog. I can't steer you wrong. Turn right at the light, hey, hit the cookout. About to leave the 6 at 12 o'clock at night, hey, put that kush out. I ain't hitting shit till 12 is out my sight. Hey, I'ma ride with you, shit. If you wrong, go right, hey, you my dog. I can't steer you
I will always love a song that takes real life situations like this real life situations that I can relate to.
Right.
We ain't hitting that. Put that gas down. We ain't touching that. The 12 is out of sight. Like, it's been moments where 12 behind us and niggas is living that life. And it's like, yo, like, you can put that up. Like, put that up. Like, it's just like, when you hear that in a song, that like, and you just hear it and you visualize those moments in your head, it's like, damn, like, this was a soundtrack to that night. You my homie, I'ma be there with you if you wrong or right. Like, a way you really feel with your homies that you tight with. Like, whether you wrong or right, like, we already here. Like,
except for that time I knew my homie was wrong, I stayed home, and then that nigga went and got locked up for 10 years. I won't with him that day.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm still free. Well, he free now. He just got out. I've been free the whole time. I was like, you know what? I ain't coming today.
But that shit sounds so southern. It sound like it started off like one of them old T.I. joints.
Nah, fuck that. I don't give T.I. that credit. It started out like one of those old UGK joints.
Or UGK. I mean, it was just super southern. T.I. was super southern.
Yeah, but T.I. was super copying.
I'm weak.
That's what he was doing.
But
he was great.
It's got that super southern vibe to it that I love. He rapping about them real life situations. And it's just one of them songs that even though it's 2 years old, it hit like like I said, it came out tomorrow.
Yeah,
Like,
that shit was fucking crazy. Like I said, T.I. was great. But to me, my mind went straight to the Riding Dirty album when I heard it.
Yeah, that was definitely one of them Riding Dirty type beats. That Pimp C would have just got on and ripped.
This man got up there and ripped that shit, and I could relate to what he was saying too, bro. Cause like,
and actually, I'm just now seeing Didi is from an EP from New Meco. It's from Soldier Sound.
I have to listen to all of it. But I'm saying, like,
and I'm gonna listen to that.
I can relate
this
because shit, it's like you were saying, bro. Like, we done been out there in the motherfucking trenches with a nigga we knew we was bullshitting.
Yeah.
But that was my nigga, so I was like, fuck it, we rolling.
We out. We out.
Fuck it, we rolling. Like, I ain't gonna name drop him, but I can say one of my niggas who I knew from high school who came with me to the college I went to. I ain't gonna name drop that nigga. I don't know if he want his name out. They connected this type of shit. I don't know how professional he is right now. But he was doing hella bullshit, and niggas was like, you know what? You our nigga, so we gon' ride, and we gonna make sure this motherfucking situation is rectified quickly. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make sure that and I ain't gonna get into that, because you know what? The less niggas know about you, the better.
But with that being said, that was New Meco, Didi, and I ain't really got nothing else to say. So
I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Like Saran.